Welcome back to The Results May Vary. This is another Mole Edition. On the Mole Edition today, we've got Jonathan Wedge. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
And we have a special guest star. We have Omar, the member of the public who has no idea what we're talking about. You're a big fan of the show, aren't you, Omar?
Yeah. I haven't seen it before in my life, but no, but I'm a big fan. Yep, definitely
cool.
following on Instagram, following you on Instagram,
Sweet
see what's going on. But yes,
Beautiful. Yep. Omar's never seen the show, but
Ever.
he appreciates the show. He appreciates the fact that it gets made, and that's why he's here.
Yeah.
To give me a hand and to break down some things with young Jonathan.
Totally.
Jonathan,
Hello.
hi.
Hi.
So you managed to get to Argentina again.
I did.
I didn't. That sucks. You did, and you looked like a good time. How long did you last for in Argentina?
Hang on a minute.
Oh,
What's
I'm
this?
pretty
What's
hungry
this?
right now. No.
Jonathan's broken out some food.
I feel like
because
we need to celebrate a little bit.
we do.
Okay.
We here at the office, we don't provide food for anybody. So Jonathan just went out of his way and he brought his own.
Okay. Why'd you do that?
As light to my name,
Okay.
Why
I have
pizza,
followed-
Jonathan?
because I am the second Mr. Wedge here. The pizza
Mr.
first.
Wedge. So
The spin-off articles, every time they would have their power rankings, it always put the link to Domino's Pizza's Mr. Wedge Pizza in there. So I thought it was only fitting.
Okay.
Very nice.
I'm in here right now.
So would Jonathan Wedge like a wedge of pizza? Is that got? It's actually wedges. What do you call it? Wedges.
actual
Wedges.
wedges.
There's wedges in it, yeah.
Potato wedges
Actual wedges.
on a pizza.
Yeah. Have you not had it before?
I have not had this before.
Oh, so it's
You've
brilliant.
never had one
it's,
before?
it's probably number 3 from Domino's, I would say.
what's
The number 3 best pizzas.
Yeah.
Would you say? Like, it's not the first. It's not the
Probably.
best one. I wouldn't request that
Crikey.
on like if I'm hungover.
I mean, I've heard about this one pizza called a cheeseburger pizza.
Oh, yep, heard about that one.
I've heard about
Really?
that
That's
one.
probably
Cheeseburger
number
pizza.
1.
A
Yep.
cheeseburger.
It tastes like a cheeseburger.
It's
Yeah.
a weird, some sort of weird amalgamation of pizzas. It's like a pizza hybrid.
Pretty much.
Strange.
Absolutely good.
And then pepperoni's number 2 and this number 3.
Ooh,
I know my
Can't go
Domino's.
that sounds good.
That's
Is it
pretty-
pineapple on any of those? Because I got to admit, I'm a pineapple fan.
Hawaiian,
know.
which is number like 9 or something.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hawaiian.
I can get a Hawaiian delivered.
I think we'll stick with the wedge. Stick with the wedge. But you only
with the
brought
wedge.
one, and you know all of us were going to be here, so it's a little bit, selfish.
I wasn't well prepared.
You weren't, no.
No.
2 would have been better, but you know
It would
what?
have been better.
It's cool.
But it's fine.
It's
I
not
mean,
gluten free. I can't have it.
You're our guest, and you brought some food, and I'm appreciating that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cool.
Right.
So,
Right.
anyway, shall we have some? Crack into
Yeah,
it.
Mine-
definitely. Yeah.
Have a
You
look.
haven't had it before, Daryl. So I
I've
think
never
you
had
should
this
have the
before. I
first
think I'll have
slice.
some. I've just had my
Enjoy.
teeth whitened.
Did you?
I'll tell you more about that later. I've just had my teeth whitened, and I'm about to crack into a pizza.
Crack
And
into
I'm
it.
not really supposed to eat gluten, but you know,
Just do it.
fuck
Gotta do it.
Here we go.
I'm going to have that small bit.
Go for it.
Oh, yeah. Nice little pizza there. It's got a wedge,
Oh.
bacon. Oh, yeah, sauce.
Jonathan Wedge tastes amazing.
Jonathan
That's
Wedge.
really
It's not bad.
good. I'm a pizza snob when I do eat pizza,
Yeah.
and this is
Pretty fresh.
It's not too bad.
really good.
Yeah,
I mean,
great.
I've had Mr. Wedge before. This one's really good.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Do you think by us eating this pizza right now, we're going to be really triggering like ASMR viewers?
Who
Just be like,
viewers?
ASMR viewers.
What are they?
What's ASMR?
ASMR. It's like when you listen to something or like when you get touched or whatever, and you get like a tingling sensation.
Oh, that.
Oh,
Yeah,
that.
You mean
ASMR.
they have those websites on YouTube on those YouTube videos, and people are like,
yeah,
that sort of shit,
That's
eh?
ASMR. Yeah.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, it's ASMR. Autonomous sensory meridian response.
And what does it do? Like, what does it do to you?
It's supposed to give you like a tingling sensation that goes from like on top of your head or somewhere like upper body, and then it's supposed to like tingle down. It gives you like a real like relaxed.
Wow.
People think it's real like creepy.
Yeah.
But not everyone knows how. Not everyone likes it.
It's only creepy when Glenn does it.
Lily.
Now, who's Glenn?
So Glenn,
I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about.
explain who
Who's
Glenn
Lily?
was while I chew
Yeah, go
on
on.
this pizza.
Enjoy that pizza. Don't have too much, though.
Oh, this is I'm having one slice.
All right, Glenn.
Yeah, please,
Glenn's a
Glenn.
good dude. Glenn is a
Okay.
good dude.
Okay.
He means well.
Okay. He means well.
He means
but. There's always a but.
On the show,
Yep.
the way it came across was not the best.
Was it because of the editing, or was it because of him?
I mean, he said some weird shit.
Okay, so he's a weird person.
He
was
said some
him.
weird shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I like him already.
like when Lucina was there, they had start making comments about you need permission slips to kiss her. And then
sorry.
when
Permission
He
slips.
says that he should, anyone who kisses her needed his permission, and it was like, bro, where's that coming from? And he just said stuff like that.
That is awful.
Yeah. And then one day we all went on the piss. And I shouldn't say on the piss. Yeah, it's fucking.
You're on the
we all
piss.
went on the piss.
You're on the piss.
We went and had some beers and stuff. He had a few too many. He gets back a little bit drunk, goes
Yeah.
for a walk, grabs a lemon, eats the lemon,
Oh, I know,
eats
he's one of
them,
those.
Just cracks into it, comes back, and yeah, it was just weird. He just done some bizarre things.
Right.
But there was the things that he said that really...
Yeah.
Okay.
When Lily came on the show,
Yep.
second Bachelorette,
The young one.
yep, the young one. I think Glenn's response to that was, I never had 2 for 1 before.
He was convinced it was
Right.
I was convinced it was whoever.
We talked
whoever
We did talk about
yours,
this.
yes.
We did talk about this.
would get both the girls.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he was genuine. He was absolutely genuine.
Okay.
So the thing was, it wasn't necessarily that he was edited that way. He just said this stuff.
Okay, yeah, right.
And when he says stuff like that, you can't leave it out of TV.
No,
because
totally
it's
not.
amazing.
It makes good TV.
Yeah.
Right. So that was a guy that didn't have a filter, right?
Yes, no filter.
No filter. Okay.
I got to admit though, some things it did look a little bit worse on TV than
Yeah.
it actually was.
Yeah.
So I mean, I can't excuse the fact that what he said it. You know? You can't defend that. You can't take it back. It's on TV. Everyone's got their own perceptions of it.
Yeah.
But some of it did look a little bit worse than what it actually was.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And then there were some people on there like Mark and Aaron, these two alpha wannabes, and they were kind of egging him on. Like he
Okay.
was the weaker link,
Oh, yeah.
and they just saw an opportunity, so they would target him and get him to say more dumb stuff, or because he clearly can't defend what he said because he just didn't. It just came out. You know, it's just, I can't bring that back in.
Wow.
So they would sort of keep him going and egg him on. Anyway, it was a bit sad.
It was.
But he did come across a little bit creepy. So when we talk about whatever it is, that scientific thing you were talking about with the what is it?
ASMR.
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 Yeah, I reckon. Actually, there's a market in it for Glenn. I recken make a fortune. Glenn's ASMR. I reckon. Listen to
Do you
Glenn
really?
chew.
Do you really want him to? be
1
touching
hour
it?
of Glenn eating lemons.
Oh wow.
That would actually be quite funny.
Why would he eat a lemon? That's like ridiculous.
I think
off.
I think initially what he did was he went and got the lemon.
Yeah.
And he actually brought it back to Liam and gave it to Liam.
Right.
And then they were like, "We want you to do it again." So he went down there and he was
Yeah.
like, "I'm just gonna take a bite out of it," and just started eating it.
Oh
Yeah, because
wow.
he didn't actually bite the lemon and when he originally did it, did he?
No, the bite in the lemon came after. The first time
Yeah.
he went and he just brought one back randomly to
Yeah.
Liam, and everyone's like, "What the hell? This is like the weirdest shit."
Bizarre.
It was bizarre.
It was bizarre.
Strange man.
Here's a little thing. I just want to bring this up now while I'm thinking about it. You got the most tears so far, because the show's airing at the moment. You got the most tears from The Bachelorettes when you were eliminated.
I did.
You
Wow.
did. How did that make you feel?
It was. I was probably crying a little bit more than you could tell, but I had contacts in my eyes. So, like, they were like drying the eyeballs out.
Someone's cutting onions.
No, but it was hard to watch. Even watching it back, it was pretty difficult. It was because I think that was also the point that I realized that while it was hard for us being on the show, it made
Yeah.
me sort of realize, wow, it's actually a lot harder for them as well. Just way harder in general because they've got to cut ties with so many connections. I'm just losing a connection with 2 girls and of course the boys. But I think the one thing that is hard about that sort of situation is leaving that bubble that we've been put into for so long and it's being just thrust out of it and just saying, all right, now you're just back to your own devices, figure yourself out.
Wow.
Get you home and then you're done.
Yeah.
That's sort of the thing.
Yeah.
But I think from what you saw of me on the show, which is not much in Auckland and a lot more in Argentina,
Yeah.
that's we're gonna come on later.
It was funny, actually. You're a very quiet type here. And then in Argentina, it's all about you.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Until I went, then it wasn't. But I feel like it sort of is a testament as to how much I actually would have done that wasn't actually on the show. Because she did make a comment as well after Dom and Marcus went and said she doesn't want the people around who aren't going to do anything.
Yeah.
And she wants people who are going to at least try, right? So how the hell did I get to Argentina?
True. So what you're saying is you actually meant a lot more to them than meets the eye.
Yeah.
You managed to get that far.
Yeah.
Well done, you. Was it the pug?
No.
Was it the pug? It wasn't the pug.
The pug
So-
already helped a little bit.
Yeah.
What's this poking?
So poking pug.
Oh, pug. I was at poke. I was like, Jesus.
Oh, was it the pug?
Was it the poke?
Was it the poking?
It's like,
No.
right before the roast ceremony, I just got to listen and I'm just like, so you gotta give me a rose.
Poke me. So what happened was on the first episode, the very first episode, we had the red carpets and the reveals of all the gentlemen. Some of the boys had to have a little bit of a trick. Young
Yep.
Kurt, who was on, I was on the show last week. He brought cupcakes. He brought some food. You know, go for the stomach. Jonathan brought a pug, which should have
Right.
been bulletproof. However,
What?
Lucina doesn't like dogs.
It's not that she doesn't like them; she's afraid of them.
She's afraid
What?
of them, which sort of means she doesn't like them.
How could you be afraid of dogs? Especially a pug.
Pug, yeah.
One thing that I find quite funny about that is that if I walk Barry around, his name's Barry, by the way.
Okay.
Full name is Sir Barrington.
Sir Barrington.
Sir Barrington.
Get that out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can follow his Instagram.
Oh my God.
What's Sir Barrington's Instagram handle?
It's the Sir Barrington.
The Sir
The-
Barrington.
Yeah,
Sir
like
Barrington.
THE Sir Barrington.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
But yeah, it's funny when you're walking down the street and you just see people, they'll actively like walk off the footpath just to get like a big like vicinity around them. It's like, it's a freaking like a pug.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
How can you be scared of a pug?
Good
Yeah.
sized pug.
But I mean, people
Yep.
don't like dogs. People are afraid of dogs. Can't really help that. And she had a bad incident when she was younger.
Okay, so that's
I
what
don't
it
know
was.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, an emotional connection to it.
She
That's
wasn't
why.
just one of these weird people who doesn't like animals. You know,
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
strange.
Yeah, okay.
But
Those people
no,
are
not
quite
at all.
strange.
Yeah, I think she appreciated that I bought him.
Something that she doesn't like.
Probably just could have done without it.
Yeah, probably. Next time, not that. Maybe goldfish.
Maybe a goldfish.
Yeah.
Walk
If you
that
get a
down the
second
carpet.
chance. Yeah, yeah.
Next time I bring a cat on a lead down, they'll be like, I'm a dog person.
You never just don't
Can't do
don't
anything
bring
right.
no animals. Don't need animals.
Don't work with kids and animals. How's it been since we've finished film? Actually, no. What was your thought process between the filming? Because we, as most people know, we finished filming quite early last year in December, and it didn't air until the end of January.
Yep.
What were you thinking before the show actually started in that little in between area? Before the marketing even started, before anyone knew that you were on the show, how did you feel?
I was worried quite a lot just in general about how I was going to be perceived in Argentina.
Oh, really?
Because I knew the whole time that I was there that when I had my one-on-one with Lucina, it wasn't... I did kind of botch it. I kind of
Yep.
knew that.
Yep.
Did kind of botch it.
Yeah.
It looked a lot more brutal on TV though than what it actually was.
Bro, it was ruthless, bro. So what
It
happened
was
was...
ruthless.
Right, I want to know.
Jono didn't get a lot of time with Lucina.
Uh-huh.
So young Jonathan, when he's sitting down, you've just got to take your opportunities and just throw it all out there. And Jono pretty much laid it all out.
Wow.
10-year plan, marriage, kids.
Wow, all there.
And then he gives her a cheeky reach around. You animal.
And
so
then?
that was so with
Wow.
the really awkward part was they were watching not flamenco, tango dances.
Yeah, Argentinian tank.
Argentinian tango, and Jono's standing next to Lucina, and you see this arm go up and this hand on her shoulder.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
Oh, it looked a little bit.
You have to take a risk.
You know what?
You do.
You know what?
What?
I kind of knew at that point didn't go
Yeah.
well, right? So
Yeah.
I was like, I could either just stand there awkwardly or
Yeah.
do something.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think anything was better
Yeah.
than standing there awkwardly.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
totally.
And I just felt like I completely lost it. I could have tried to do anything, but there was just like, I know the way the conversation went there. At the time, I was like, I felt right about it, but then the more it went on, the less confident I was feeling. I was like,
Yeah.
this actually didn't really go well.
Well, you got a good giggle out of it.
Yeah, I
She
did.
had a
Yeah.
chuckle.
Oh, yeah. Everyone, I didn't get too much shit for it, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like as soon as the episode came up, when I left and they were
Yeah.
in tears, that kind of like negated the Argentinian stuff.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, I'm alright with that.
Right.
Yeah.
But leading up to it, otherwise, it was alright. Heaps of my friends would just keep asking me what's happening, who
Yeah.
won. And I'm just like, well, I
Yeah.
don't really
Did you
know.
tell anyone?
Yeah.
No.
No. Did you know? No, no one really knows.
No one really knows.
No, no one really knows.
No one
Okay,
really
good.
knows.
No.
Actually, I know, but I'm not going to say. So
No,
anyway,
you shouldn't. No.
No, keeping it on the down low. Yeah, good.
No,
I was gonna say
moving
something.
the mic.
So
no.
what I was going to say was, and how did it feel when the marketing started? When your face turns up in the Herald and on stuff, and they're giving you a little lowdown on who you are, and you're, pretty much creating a bullshit personality about who you are. How did you feel? What was it like?
I was actually alright with it, to be honest. I got my own ad for like a couple of days.
Did you?
Yeah.
And what for?
It was just it was of the initial ad at the beginning when
Yeah.
it was the guys who when we were doing like the big like talking bullshit from
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the wall over, and it just had me on it.
Yeah.
And then I said something like, "Oh, just be myself" or whatever, and then it had like the Bachelorette studying whatever, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that was just me on that ad, no other dudes.
Yeah.
I was pretty happy with
There
that.
you go.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, that's pretty cool. But no, when I saw it, I was trying to be as honest as possible, but I don't know how much came across bullshit because when I was watching it, because it had happened so long ago, I almost forgot exactly what I said and what they would have
Right.
asked me.
Yeah.
So when I was watching it, it was kind of like I was watching it for the first time as well.
Right.
So I don't remember what they asked. I don't remember what I said when they were talking about like best and worst dates and things like that. I was like, oh, God, I don't really know. Don't remember.
Yeah.
So you could sort of sit back and watch, and you weren't like, wait a minute, they turned it around on me or anything like that. So you could sit back and just watch it and go,
You know
oh,
what?
interesting.
You know, I am glad they did. They didn't put in. They love the fact that when I was filling my application out, I said that I used to do martial arts years ago and I was a black belt.
Yeah.
I'm out of practice for 10 years, and they love the fact of that. And they really, really wanted me to do like martial arts stuff.
Yeah.
When they were helping me come up with ideas to go down the red carpet, they were like, "We know you did karate," and I'm like, "I'm not doing that. I'm
No.
not
What would
going
you
down
do?
the red
Like,
carpet like doing like karate.
He's going to walk down and roundhouse kick her in the face. All right.
Yeah, that's so weird.
So much love.
That's so weird. Just
I mean-
doing backflips or something? No, you just be doing karate, which is just making noise.
Yeah, more or less, just screaming out and
Yeah.
swinging fists and
That, well, I mean,
Hopefully
it make
not
good
spin her in
TV.
the face.
Straight into her heart.
Yeah,
Straight
straight
Mark-
into it.
Marcus had the breakdancing down.
Oh,
already,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That was
cringy.
That was enough. If I knew he was going to do that, and then I had to do that karate stuff, I
Wow.
would've just been like, nah, it's too much cringe coming down.
Plus, you got a pug as well. So if you're going down there karate kicking a pug, that's going to look pretty bad on TV.
Oh, yeah.
You're
Yeah,
going to have SPCA on your ass pretty
Oh,
hard.
pretty bad. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think Barry was more popular than I was.
I think so too. Yeah, Art loved it. Oh my god, he's bought a pug.
Yeah, he was his biggest fan.
Yeah. What were some of the most memorable moments for you on the show, apart from the tears? Because but what were some of the most memorable moments, dates, spillages, arguments?
There was two things in Auckland that I can think of straight away.
What was that?
One of the ones was my group that I had when we had to do the cake decorating, because that was appalling. I knew as soon as I saw the cakes and I saw the decorations, I was like, I'm either gonna pull something out of my ass and make something just look incredible, or I'm gonna flub completely. And I flubbed completely.
Wow. Yeah.
What did you create? I can't remember.
I just tried to get like a frosting or something going, and then I was like, all right, when that was good, then I was gonna start cutting and decorating and things, but I just couldn't do it. Just couldn't do it. I curdled the frosting straight away, and I was like, I'm gonna do it again. And I was like, I'm not gonna make anything good by the end of the time. So I was like, the best thing I can do is to try and make a massive looking effort, so they see that and they realize, well, he screwed up. He knows that, but he's trying.
But he tried.
Yeah. That was a buddy tried. It was kind of like when the kid in last place gets like a medal. It's like, well, you were there.
And you tried your best.
You did your best.
Yeah, you broke your leg.
Yeah, I got a high five or a pat on the back or something.
There we go.
Tripped over the finish line like 10 minutes after the last person.
But
And
really,
people are still clapping.
Yeah. But really, you made the cake equivalent of a 5-year-old finger painting. Wonderful. I bet it was amazing.
No, that was Liam.
That was Liam. Actually, yeah, Liam's was atrocious.
I didn't realize
Liam's coming
how
across
bad
as a
his was.
as a bit of an Einstein, isn't he? Isn't he smart? He's clever. Liam, God.
Just remember his one-on-one with Lucina in Auckland, and then you'll realize that
I can't
did
remember
not
what
go
happened there.
well. He just flubbed real hard.
Yeah. Is that the one where he goes,
When
I'm living in Perth and I got a house?
Yeah.
She goes,
no,
oh,
it's
no,
like,
you own
that
a
you
house?
own. He's like,
Oh, no, I rent.
He
Oh,
was
dear.
quick to say no on that, and then it was like he's like, I do photography. And, oh, what do you do? And he's like, oh, I've what is it, scenery,
Yeah.
plants,
Yeah.
Oh, no.
close-ups.
It's pretty
Just
good
like everybody else
close-ups.
on Instagram.
Pretty much.
Yeah, okay.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Omar, would you ever consider being? I know you have a partner.
I do have
very
a partner,
lovely
yeah.
If one didn't have a partner, would
Yeah.
you ever consider being the bachelor?
There has been a few opportunities actually in Sydney. I got asked a few times. No, I think
Yeah.
there was one for The Bachelor. There was also another one, Love Island. And there was they just approach you there. Like
Yeah.
if you've got a bit of a following
Yeah.
and you do a bit of acting or whatever, you got an agent. Like my agent got asked a few times if Omar would like to do it.
Yeah.
But then I had this producer that talked to me on Instagram, DM'd me, slipped into my DMs. And of course I had a partner at the time then, gutted. But I would have done it. I said, hey, do you mind if I just do it? One of my friends on Love Island in Sydney had a girlfriend and he went on to Love Island.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
And he got on, so he
They
did
had
it.
a very open relationship by the sounds of it.
Well, he didn't actually kiss. He just went on there to just get his profile up. So he went on there to get, and his Instagram's booming right now.
And
you
she
know?
probably understood that.
She did.
She's probably like, "This is
She
cool."
did, and he stayed, and he didn't even hook up with the girl. He was a funny guy, and he is.
Yeah.
He's like a writer, comedian, director guy, and I've
Yeah.
done a few things with him. But he was the life of the party, and they couldn't get rid of him.
Yeah.
So he stayed on, and he had a girlfriend the whole time. Didn't even get down and dirty with the girl at all.
Jeepers.
They just they left him on there.
He
So
just drank.
did it get like 3 weeks in, and she's all like, he was like, you haven't even kissed me yet, and he's all like, no, I'm just.
Well, he's like, he was being the sensitive guy as well. Like the way that he played it was he was
Yeah,
being quite
yeah.
sensitive. He's like, well, no, I want to get you alone. I want to do it in a proper manner and all that sort of stuff. And very smart.
Smart.
I think he might have kissed. I didn't watch it. I don't watch these.
No.
But if I was on it,
Yeah.
I would watch it. Yeah.
You would watch it.
Yeah, but I'm interested. It's funny,
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
It's I have never seen it before, and you guys, it was a great experience for you guys, and I've got heaps of questions, but I would definitely go on it if I had the opportunity.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
not?
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
I reckon the only opportunity you're going to have now, Omar, is if you and me enter in to go on Dancing with the Stars. I reckon that would be hilarious. Imagine it.
It would be awful.
It would be brilliant.
Yeah.
It would be great.
Would you do it?
No. I don't know.
That's a yes.
I don't know.
That's a yes, isn't it?
That feels like something. I'm going to sound like a dick, but that sounds like something that celebrities on the down do.
Yeah,
not
yeah.
on the up.
But like then you have like the William Wairuas. You know that guy, William Wairu? Yeah, he
But
did.
his whole thing is
that. Yeah, it's
You
like
know,
all of this dancing and
It fits his brand.
yeah, yeah. Then
Yeah,
also
yeah.
what Lord Daniels, I think she did it.
Yeah.
There's a few people. Yeah, Hillary Barry, but she's always going up for
Well,
me
I
in
mean,
my
if you
books.
compare the people who are on the last New Zealand Dancing with the Stars, it's got a bunch of like league players and rugby players.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, I think
So,
Shane Cameron did it one year.
And then I remember the girl Naz.
How would he dance? I can't imagine him dancing, boxing.
I'll do any
he-
dance you want as long as it's the robot.
Yeah, yeah.
do it.
He'd have good hips as well for it as well. Bit of tango, because the boxers.
I never saw it. No
Yeah.
idea.
Okay.
What about you, John? You'd definitely jump in for a bit of that action. If
I'll do
actually,
it.
no,
I'll
here we
do
go.
You would do it?
I'll do it.
Yeah. Dancing with the
Take
Stars?
all of the reality TV awesomeness that's out there.
Yeah.
What would you do for your next one? What would be your number one choice of reality TV show if you want to do it?
Oh God! To be honest, I used to be a massive Bachelor watcher years ago. I
Yeah.
love watching the American ones. I
Yeah.
don't watch
Yeah.
a hell of a lot of other reality TV. In the last couple of years, I've gotten way more into cooking. So if I was going to do anything, I know I wouldn't do overly well, but I'd give it a damn good try and maybe
Yeah.
do something like MasterChef. Or if I had someone to go in with, I'll do like a My Kitchen Rules or something.
Yeah, yeah, nice. That'd be quite fun.
That'd be cool.
That would be really
That
cool.
would be quite cool. Have you seen that cake one? They make cakes, and it's all about sweets.
Top baker, New Zealand's top baker. Or
I don't
something?
know.
Oh, the Great Kiwi Bake Off?
Maybe, and it's all about cakes and stuff.
That was just recent.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Oh, you mean reality show or that
It's a
one-
reality show. You go on there and you make sweets and
It's a
cakes.
competition one,
It's a
right?
competition,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
And who
yeah.
can make the best, like, this thing or that. I don't know, just cakes and
So there's
biscuits.
an American one which I think it's a competition. I'm not sure, but it's a reality show and it shows the behind the scenes of this cake making company.
Right.
And it's kind of like remember was it the OC or the GC? Those guys that made those choppers.
Right.
Chopper show. Remember that on Discovery Channel? Anyway, and it just followed this family of this misfit.
Oh,
family
yes,
making-
yeah, I know.
Yeah, yeah.
The Orange County.
Orange County
yeah,
choppers
yeah.
or something.
OC, yeah.
So and there was another one which was like I don't know Orange County wedding cakes or some shit. But these cakes were amazing.
Yeah,
you know, they would make. Like amplifiers, like cakes that look like amplifiers, cakes that
Yeah.
looks like guitars and all that.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
pretty cool.
Wow.
But the family were a bit of misfits, you know, just make good television, kind of like Alaskan Manhunters or some shit. I don't know. It's weird. But that's a different style of reality TV because I don't think that was a competition.
Right.
It was just, you know, let's just stick cameras in front of these odd people and see what happens.
Random. Weird.
Random.
You need a competition. You need someone losing. You need someone winning.
Yeah,
And you need tears. Congratulations.
I got tears.
You got tears.
To be honest,
Tears from who, though? The guys.
Lucina.
Oh,
Girls.
did
Oh,
nobody...
The guys didn't care either.
No. There must be a lot of, you know, testosterone going on. There must be a bit of,
Yeah.
you know...
Just watch Aaron.
Wait, was Aaron the guy that did that?
No, Aaron's the guy who he's got AMOG tattooed on him, which means
AMOG.
alpha male of the group.
Oh, wow.
Which absolutely means he's the most beta motherfucker you've ever met.
Wow. For every single group he's got that. He's already... that's tattooed
That's
on him.
tattooed on him.
Oh,
You can't escape
dear.
that.
One of the episodes recently, he was not really showing that, but he was deciding he was going to bitch about some of the other dudes
Okay.
in private
Okay.
when all
Okay.
the other guys went out. So
Okay.
he got on the little Osmo camera that we all had,
Yeah.
and he
Sponsored.
decided to talk absolute faff about the other guys.
Yeah, he just
okay.
backstabbed everyone. But
Yeah.
luckily, Logan was above him on his balcony getting a tan, and he overheard everything. And
Wow.
Logan comes down, confronts him in front of everybody, and said, "He said this about you. He said this about you." To be fair, Logan sounded like a little bit of a whinge, but it needed to be done because Aaron was just being a dick.
It,
Yep.
pulled him down a peg or two, for sure.
It did.
And then it showed because then at the cocktail party, when he was confronted about it, I think he was confronted, right? Yeah. And then he cried.
Oh, okay.
So
Shit on, and it was
Okay.
great.
Yeah, great. As you should do that.
That's good.
So the alpha's broke.
alpha male of group AMOG
Broke.
devolved into BMOG.
Why would you do that? Where's he from? Hey?
He's from the Tron.
Oh.
So he wasn't crying because he was emotional. He was crying because he had the clap and it was a scratch. He just had Mitch. But, you know.
Why would you get that from the Tron? Like if someone... No, yeah. What the hell? That's a weird
I don't
tattoo. What a weird
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
Who'd even get that? How did that come into his head?
From the Tron.
Yeah,
that's probably why.
It's weird. I don't. He's an odd fellow. But no, the thing was, it's just that because he kept putting other guys down, because he kept treating everybody badly, seeing him cry was sort of sweet justice for a lot of the guys and a lot of the people watching the TV, including me, because I just thought he was an absolute toolbag. Yeah.
There we
That's
go.
me.
That's fine.
In response to that, though, he did get the 101 following day, and he got a rose.
He did.
He did.
He did.
Wow, you're gutted about that.
Not really. Because I'm watching this going, oh, this is so like manufactured. I don't know. It's.
And he almost,
you think-
he basically almost dropped the album as well on her.
He almost.
Oh,
He almost
lucky.
said-
I was lucky.
He's about 95.
He did say, "I'm falling in love with you."
Oh no! Oh wait a minute. I think I'm falling in love with you, or
No, he said, "I'm falling in love."
I'm falling in love with you.
Yeah.
That's such a. That's so.
But he said that was a panic. That was a panic word, I think, because all the bad stuff had happened, and then he just panicked because he thought he was looking like an absolute numbnut.
Okay.
And he said, "Oh, I'm falling in love with you."
Wow.
And she went for it, hook, line.
She
and
fell for it.
sinker.
She fell for it.
She fell for that.
I'm falling in love with you. That's a bit cheesy, isn't
Falling
it?
in love with you.
And
It's
it-
very non-committal.
It's not.
I'm falling in love with you.
Yeah, I'm not in love with you. I'm falling in the same direction of
Yeah.
love-ish there.
Yeah. He may as well
I'm
stare at the
falling.
camera and sort, "Hey, look, guys, I just want you to know, I'm not in love. I'm only falling in love.
I'm getting
falling in
there.
love."
It's there. I see it. The end
Yeah.
goal's right there, but I'm falling towards that direction.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
that means.
I would say it, but I don't.
I don't know yet?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
And Alpha wouldn't do that either.
That's exactly
He
right.
wouldn't say, I'm in love with you. He'd be
Yeah.
like, I'm close to on if you want me.
But he
You
may,
better
as,
come
he
to
may
me
as well
first."
wink and just say, "I'm absolutely head over heels in love with you right now." That's probably what he's actually thinking.
Yeah, why didn't he just say
probably
that?
would have been, I would say, slightly a bit more alpha.
Yeah, it would have.
Yeah,
It depends
yeah.
what
Own the
Alpha
situation.
It does. That's
Own
what
it.
they do. Like The Rock.
The right, exactly.
He would go,
mate.
I love you, mate.
Right,
Or I
yeah.
love you. I
Yeah.
love this. I love cheese. You
Yeah.
know, he's all about love.
Raise an eyebrow. I love you, man.
Yeah, I
He
love
would-
you.
they
Yeah, he
really
would.
do.
Well, you don't think he would?
That's an alpha move right there.
That's
It
enough
is.
for me right there, bro.
The eyebrow thing.
The eyebrow.
I'd fall for it.
I would.
You're for it.
Just the eyebrow. Like in Jumanji. Have you guys seen it?
Oh,
Whenever he has
yes.
that moment, he has that moment where he goes,
intensity. Brutal
the
intensity.
thing, and everyone just sort of. Can you do that again quickly? It's one of my favorite bits.
In the second movie, it's quite funny because he does that, and
Spoiler
Kevin Hart's character's like, he's having a stroke. He's having a
Oh
stroke.
yeah. The dad. That was.
yeah.
I thought it was quite good. Number 2.
I still haven't seen number two. I've
actually
only
haven't seen it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
I think
haven't
it's
seen
pretty
it.
good.
I thought the
We're not
first
here
one
to-
was really good.
Yeah.
I did want to see the second one, but
We're not here to
it was
talk about
summer.
that.
I was having holidays.
It was
So,
good.
yeah.
It was good. But yeah, back to this guy. This
Back to
drop
this
kick.
guy. Hey, this drop
Not you.
kick. John.
The guy was talking to the Alpha Man. Not you. No, that you got us pizza.
You looked directly in his eyes and said, "This drop kick." No.
It must have been a good experience with all these guys and meeting. I mean, like the thing is, it's launched. It's out there. It's So you've gone now.
Yeah.
You're out of
I'm
it.
off. Yep.
When did you leave?
A little over a week ago.
Okay. And what's life after that? Like, I mean, right now. I mean, what did you do before The Bachelorette?
That's a good point.
What did you do before? Who are you?
Who are you,
Not
Mr.
too
Wedge?
My name is Mr. Wedge. I'm 26 years old and I'm an alcoholic.
You worked at Domino's, didn't you? Wait a minute, you did.
Maybe.
That's how you know about the cheeseburger burger.
So much.
Wedge.
I'm a designer for the James Pascoe company, so the
Okay.
jewelry brands and things like that.
Ooh.
According
Okay.
to the show, I'm a jewelry designer, but I am not. They just put that in there. Don't know where they got that from.
Do they,
you sound
from LinkedIn, probably.
No, no.
Yeah, from your Facebook profile,
No, just-
Instagram,
Snapchat.
They,
right underneath where it says you own Pasco's. I think that's where they got that from.
that's where they got
Probably.
that from.
But how did you? So Pasco's is one of the sponsors of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're getting the dots together. Now we know what's going on.
I had to make sure it was all right to actually get on the show. But
Okay.
The thing was, when I was looking through, they said to actually be on the show, you can't work with the company or directly with the sponsors.
Okay.
But that's Pasco's the jewelers who are sponsoring it. I don't work for them. I work for James Pascoe Limited.
Right. Okay.
Right. So that's like
Business.
the top company, and everything
Yeah.
else is like an umbrella underneath them.
No matter
Totally.
how you say it, it's still corporate nepotism. So well done
Totally.
to you,
Hierarchy,
Jonathan.
yeah, very
Well
nice.
done. You
Well
made
said.
it on the show. How have things changed for you after the show?
Not a hell of a lot, really. It's a bit weird now because I go out and every now and then people come to me and say, "Oh, you're on the show," and stuff like that. So it's that feeling of this like weird fame that I feel like I almost don't deserve.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
It's almost just kind
You're
of
so hard
like
on yourself, mate. You deserve it. Yeah. You're a beautiful man.
Thanks, Sarah. No, but it's like it almost feels like a level of like New Zealand fame. It's like you can just sort of walk around, do whatever you want, and then like one person out of like 50 is going to be like, hey, bro, you're Australian on TV. And I'll be like, yeah, cheers, bro. I'll just carry on my life and
Yeah.
nothing really changes. I went out on the Friday night to in town. They had that Bumble singles party. I went there and was like, oh, that's on. All right, well, go check it out. So there was a lot of people who knew exactly who I
Yeah.
was there and
Yeah.
whatnot. So it was more just like not mingling and trying to find someone. It was more just like mingling and people saying, oh, how was the show and who wins?
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm not telling you.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know. Yeah.
You get a
I'm not
little bit
saying a
sick of
word.
talking about the show. Like you have to sort of give the same spiel all the time. People always ask the
More-
same question. What was it like? Look at you. Blah blah blah. It
The
gets
amount
a
of
little
times I've said I had a good time or just went off that,
Yeah.
it's too much.
bit- Yeah.
I mean, it's cool though. The fact that people actually want to talk and feel an interest in it, and they're asking me, and I'm there, and whatever else, I'm like, I'm grateful to do it. Like
Yeah.
the fact that I get as much, I guess publicity and people seeing me and recognize me and stuff. I enjoy it, and as when I see them happy, then I'm like,
Totally.
I'll absolutely go with them.
They
I'll just
are
do what I
interested.
can.
They want to know. You know.
They wanna know,
So
yeah.
that's just all you can do is just tell them again and again and again and
Yeah.
again.
If they don't want to know, they would just
again.
And again.
piss off, and I'll be like, all right, see ya.
Yeah, it's
Sorry,
just those
never
cocky.
again, but,
it's those
yeah.
guys in Hamilton or Christchurch, the cocky ones that
Yeah.
take the piss.
Yeah.
They're the
yeah,
annoying
yeah.
ones.
They think they're being funny.
but they're
It's
not.
like,
being
dude, no,
funny.
shut up.
Yeah,
There was
you
a-
want to be on this.
Yeah.
There was one we were me and I think I was leaving HQ in town once.
Yeah.
And this one girl who's in line is like walking out and she was like, "You're off the show, loser." And she's like,
Oh,
"What?"
no.
And I was like,
Oh, really?
I'm just like, fucking lie. She watches it, but she's a
What?
fucking little shit, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You just got to
I'm
accept
just
that.
like, whatever,
I find Small Town New Zealand's adorable. Small Town New Zealand, because I think shows like this appeal a lot to those people because there's not much else to do, so there's a lot of TV watching. Small Town New Zealand, people are very verbose about coming up and saying hello to me. It's like, hey, you're the mole. You're Daryl the mole. I'm like, yeah, I am. Touch me. No, it's pretty cool. But they're definitely the most vocal admirers
Totally.
of us on the show. Auckland's a little bit different. You walk down Ponsonby. I can't think of many people actually watch the show regularly, but certainly they do recognise you. But they won't give you the satisfaction.
You don't deserve it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't deserve it.
I'm better than you.
Yeah,
Totally.
exactly.
Yeah,
and
pretty
they don't deserve to be in my presence, quite frankly.
You're in Ponsonby, that's probably why.
Yeah. Oh.
Do you feel any pressure now about it?
Not really.
No?
Nah, not really, to be honest. At the moment, I'm off. I feel like now that I'm not actually on TV, a lot of pressure has actually been taken off.
Yeah.
Because I was quite anxious leading up to the Argentinian stuff, like I said earlier. And now that that's done, it's over. It was brutal at the start, but then the way I left was sad, but it was on a very, very good note.
Yeah.
I feel like after that was a good way to end my on-screen time.
Yep.
And I just couldn't be happy with how it ended with me, I suppose.
Yeah, cool.
I mean, seeing Lucina upset like that when I was actually there,
Yeah.
bloody hard to sit through that. And even everyone else who I talked to was over there, I said, yeah, it's pretty brutal to see.
Yeah.
And watching it back, it was still difficult, but it was all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the fact that it was done and I saw the credits roll on that episode, I was like,
Yeah.
I'm off.
Done.
Yeah, wow.
Good deal. How long did you hang out in Argentina for after you got kicked off?
The next day.
Really?
Like,
Just one.
yeah,
Ruthless.
just get one day and then you're on a midnight flight out.
Kurt did the same thing. He was there for
Jesus.
36 hours. No, he was there for 24 hours after he was released, and
Yeah.
he just put him on a plane and toodaloo.
Pretty much. My flight home was not good.
Why?
Really? Why?
I was sitting right in the back row, like the middle of the plane.
Yeah.
Had the aisle at least, which was good, but right by the toilets.
Oh no.
There were three kids all around me in the vicinity, right? So two of them would start crying when the plane was taking off. One of them did start crying, who was probably like 8-9 rows forward.
Yeah.
As the plane was getting in the air, goes quiet for a little bit. Two kids, kind of upset here and there. When the plane is kind of just going through the turbulence and the seatbelt signs, like they're kind of like on off or whatever.
Yeah.
You see the dad just run down the alleyway and he just goes, "Does anyone have any? Can I get some vomit bags, please?" And I'm like,
Oh, no.
here we go. And then as soon as he said that, I just instantly like my nose was like, here's a freaking vomit smell just going right down there. And I'm just
yeah.
like, this is gonna be a horrendous flight.
Wow.
It wasn't the most amazing
14
thing
hours,
ever.
hey?
I think it was 13.
Oi.
Because we had to go like all the way like down to
Down to
the
Antarctica,
very
right?
bottom, yeah, and then
Yep.
all
Across.
Swoop
Wow.
back up.
So how long were you there in total?
I was there for about 5 or 6 days.
Okay, that's,
That's
quite
all right.
fun.
That's quite
And
good.
were
It's only
you
a week, yeah.
and were you hanging out with Bachelorette number 1, Lucina?
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you hanging out with her The entire time?
Not the entire time, no.
So you could go out and meet some other people and have a drink, and you couldn't do that?
No.
Okay.
You're pretty
No, it
much...
was
it's almost like a holiday, but you're not allowed to do anything unless you're
Yeah.
told you can go out.
Interesting. So you're working all the time?
Yeah, it is a very unique way of seeing a place, though. I mean, because you're part of the show, they've taken care of a lot of things. You just got to go along for the ride, really.
Yeah,
don't
and
you?
just be you.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Just be you and try to get in love with someone.
Find love. It's like a
Find
really,
love, yeah.
really techie Club Med. Awesome.
Yeah.
You can't find love when you drop the kids bomb on the first date.
No, you can't. You can't.
Wow.
I want kids. It's funny. Yeah.
Were you nervous? Is that why you said that?
The thing was, I was on a date with a group date initially, then I got pulled aside for a one-on-one. I was with Tavita, Aaron, and Mark.
Big egos.
Okay.
At that point, I already knew that I was probably going to be getting one-on-one time afterwards because I hadn't had any one-on-one time. They
Yeah.
all had one-on-one dates.
One-on-one
They
time.
all had one-on-one dates and all got roses.
Yeah. Okay.
And I was the quieter one out of the lot. So they were some
Yeah.
big personalities.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Tavita and Mark, probably the bigger egos out of the two of them.
Yeah.
Tavita's a lovely guy. Mark, here, I didn't know.
Yeah.
And then Aaron, I didn't really have a big problem with Aaron, to be honest. But the way that I'm seeing it on TV makes me sort of think it's like, dude, just like don't be a freaking dick and just appreciate everyone because you still got to live with these guys.
Yeah,
I understand that you're there for yourself.
Yeah.
And I got one-on-one time. That's exactly what I said to the camera as well. But I screwed it up. But when I got that one-on-one time, and I walked away with her, and we're getting ready and getting ready to get everything set up, sit down, and we're gonna have a chat. It was almost like the pressure of that when they said we're gonna get ready, we're gonna sit there. It was just like bang. I was just like, holy shit! Now I've actually got to sit down. I was like, I know what I'm gonna say. I won't go too hard out. I'm just gonna talk about stuff.
Yeah.
But the conversation that we saw on TV was like, I think it was more or less to the end of us while we were sitting down.
Right.
There were still a few questions that weren't as intense as that at the beginning that kind of led into it.
Yeah.
So there was a bit more build up. The part that they showed, I think, was a direct comparison to what Connor had when he got his one-on-one with Lily. And that conversation was a lot more low key. So they're kind of almost showing the more casual conversation to listening to asking me about my future.
Yep.
And then they cut to me because she said about the 5-year plan. And I said that was only what I took into consideration when I finished university, which was about almost 3 years ago now.
Right.
So that was where those dates came into play. All right. And I said, probably not going to work now, but, and then I went into it from there. So then when she said 5-year plan, I just said, kids by 27.
So
And
they
that was all
made
it
it
was,
look
right?
like you were desperate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I'm 27 this year. So they're basically saying, well, so basically they come across me saying, well, I want kids right now.
Oh wow.
And I was like,
Okay.
well, actually, no.
Yeah.
Do you want kids, Omar?
Yeah, I do want to have
Wanna
kids.
breed?
Yeah. No, yeah. That's on the cards.
Yep.
It's right there. Yeah.
man.
Yeah, gonna have to do that. But first, well, for me, I don't know. Like nowadays, it doesn't really matter. Get married first or
Yep.
have kids first. It doesn't really matter. But for me, I feel like just get the ring on there and then
Yeah.
kids, because then at least you've got that. It's there. It's in stone.
Yeah.
You have to do that. You're
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
relationship now. You're married. You're getting married. Yeah.
So you've been bringing up the M word.
Yes, I have.
You have. Have you got an exact time and date which you're going to propose?
No, I don't
Oh,
actually.
oh,
No, I
come
don't
on.
actually.
Could have had
No,
an exclusive right here. No.
No, it could, but no, it's not going to happen.
No.
It's a leap year this year. Maybe she might propose to you.
Oh, could that happen?
Is it a leap year this year?
It is. Yeah.
I had no idea.
Apparently, that's the thing. On the leap year, it's a one time a year that
Yeah.
girls can propose.
I
to
did not
girls.
even know that.
On the 29th of February.
February.
February is when they're allowed to do it.
Yeah.
Fascinating. What are you hoping to do with your newfound fame now, Jonathan? If
Shortland Street.
Shortland Street.
But it would happen.
It would.
Have you had any acting experience ever?
I initially wanted to study and do acting.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
when I was at school,
Half the people on Shortland Street wanted to
much.
do that too.
Exactly.
There you go.
it's like fucking fate. Mate.
Yeah. But you've already done it. You've been on the Bachelorette. So you've done your acting school. You've done Toy for Cara. You've done South Seas. You're fine now.
Yeah.
You probably get on there.
You're all good. Just write it all down on a piece of paper. They believe you
Yeah.
completely.
Oh, Bachelorette. Perfect. You've had screen time. Get on there.
When I was at school, I did a lot of it then. So I got I did pretty much perfect marks all the way through school with it. I did public speaking while I was at school as well. Went into uni, did plays, did a couple of extra jobs, not here, a few here and there, just while I wasn't working.
Why not?
So stuff on Shortland Street, stuff like commercials and things like that.
Yeah.
And then it sort of faded away after that because I was like, well, I'm starting to work full time and I couldn't really
Yeah.
And it was quite hard to then work full time and then get called for an acting job the next day in the middle of the day when
Totally.
I'm like, well,
Yeah.
I've got work.
Yeah, it's
No,
hard to
we
understand.
fully know.
We understand that.
We understand
We
that
go through that
completely.
all the time,
Those acting gigs. That's tricky, mate. Yeah, that's
that's how it goes.
Working in cafes.
Terrible. You got to do it. Struggling all the way. Depression.
Do you reckon this is one of those moments of the scientific word? What is ADSDR or whatever?
ADRD.
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 ADHD.
ASMR.
ASMR. I want to try this. I want to try this thing. Well, not now, of course. But I mean, you're like, okay, right. We need all the stuff.
We
Great.
get the tingles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. So yeah. What are you gonna do with your fame? What are you gonna do with this now? Charity work, you know.
No, at the moment, I
yourself.
don't really have anything planned. I do want to try and capitalize on it and see if I can, but I don't know what direction I really want to go
Okay.
Yeah.
in with it at
Okay.
the moment. Right
Porn's
now,
making a comeback. Porn's making a comeback. Jonathan Wedge.
Oh, yeah.
He'll wedge his way through. That'll be great.
Yeah.
do you want this wedge or do you want this wedge?
Oh yeah. What about that pizza porn? You know that have you
Pizza
seen
porn.
it?
Who ordered the large Hawaiian?
Yeah, it is
Oh,
like-
you mean that pizza porn where they're eating?
Yeah,
That's weird.
that is weird.
Just fat people eating food to make them fat. Is that the one you're talking
That
about?
is, there's that, but then there's
Yeah.
also, there's that. I was going to get into that afterwards, but then it's also that the guy that comes up to the door saying, "Hey, you ordered some pizza," and the girl goes, "Oh yeah, that's right," and then it turns into a porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Who ordered the large
typical.
Hawaiian.
Yeah, and but then the other one about the fat people eating the pizza stuff. That's pretty.
That's
ridiculous.
weird.
It's weird.
That's weird. I think
Some
they
weird
should.
stuff
I
going
think
on.
they should be banned. In all honesty,
You
I think
reckon?
we're watching people eat themselves to death.
Yeah.
Oh, it's horrible.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like it at all. It's just like, ugh. Mind you're a wee lad. You can afford to eat a couple more pizzas there, Jonathan.
Yeah, pretty good.
Hey, give me some pizzas. Is there some pizzas?
Been leaning up since the show.
Been leaning up since the show.
Yeah.
So we've also got a reunion episode coming up.
We do.
What?
Yeah.
And it's already been filmed.
no,
Not yet.
Ah.
no, that's just it. Like that's coming up next month.
Is
But
this a spoiler? Do you need me to come?
No, it's
on?
not a spoiler. No,
Okay.
no. All it is just all of us are going to get together.
Okay.
And catch up and have a reunion and discuss the show. I'm
Interesting.
assuming I don't actually really know what it is, but we've just been asked to go along.
Yeah.
Sit in a room
They do the
and talk.
yeah, we talk very much. It's after the
Yeah.
final row, so usually it has all the guys on stage.
Yeah.
They're talking about each other, their experiences. They'll show clips.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be a lot about people hating on Glenn and Aaron, to be honest.
Yeah, but
Fair enough.
all we really want to do is get together, have a drink and a beer.
Totally.
And if
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
drink is a
We-
beer.
yeah.
There's a drink. Go on.
a drink and a beer.
and a beer.
Drink a beer and some wedge pizza.
some
Fucking
fucking
wedge
wedge
I'm gonna have another slice actually.
I'm going to
Same
give
with
them
me.
right now.
That is amazing.
So okay, so you're gonna have a reunion. That's gonna be interesting. And then like what? I mean, what happens if you went on the show and you saw the Bachelorette and you're like, you know,
You're average.
this is not for me. You know, what would you do? Would you?
That's one thing that I said when I
You don't want- you don't want to
for the
fake
show,
it.
right? Because I had like before the show actually before the show's aired or anything like that, they were all like, "Who do you think's gonna be the Bachelorette?" And everyone's like, they had like the top 10 list, and one of the girls was Naz from one of the other Bachelor seasons, and they were thinking, "Oh, it might be her." And everyone, people at my work were like, who knew I had initially applied? They were like, "What if it's Naz at the red carpet?" And I was like, if Naz is at the end of that red carpet and I get out that car and I see her, I'm going to do that. You know that gif where, the Simpsons gif where it has like Bart standing at the stall and then like his grandpa walks in a circle, takes his hat off, and then he loops back around, puts the hat back on, and then he leaves.
Yeah.
It was like, that would
Yeah.
be me.
Oh
I
really?
would be like, if I saw Naz at the end of that red carpet, I'll just get out of the car and I'll just go straight
Because
back in.
Naz
Like,
was
take me home.
she was the aggressive.
Yeah.
She's about 4 years ago or something. Was she the one?
She was on I think she was on the second season, Jordan's season.
Yeah. Did she? But she was the Bachelor. No, she wasn't the Bachelorette. She was one of the girls.
She was one of the Bachelorettes.
Yes.
That was on the
That's
Bachelor.
right. Did she? What happened? Did she win?
No.
Oh, but why was she so famous after that? Then she did
Because-
boxing. She had a boxing fight after that.
I don't
Remember
know who
that?
the hell you're talking about.
Oh, come on,
Naz.
mate.
I'm going to look her up. I'm going to look
Yeah,
her up.
get it.
Fucking, Mark got invited to some.
Is she on the gram?
Yeah, Naz.
Of course she
on the gram. What a stupid
It's not like
question.
Naz something fitness her Instagram
Yeah,
is.
no, she's a friend.
Yeah, I
sorry,
know that because-
I'm eating pizza.
NAS?
N-A-Z.
Of course it's NAS.
Naz.
I think she's Persian. She was quite a bitch on the show.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, she is.
Don't like Naz.
No.
Not a fan of her.
NAS Fitness. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the. But,
Oh, hello, NAS.
but then she went on something. Didn't she get together with someone else from another bachelorette or bachelor? Sorry, I get them confused.
Afterwards, she pretty much like New Zealand made her famous because
Yeah.
of how much like of a personality she had. And She
Yeah.
was very like aggressive, but she was
Very
like, "Oh,
aggressive.
I'm actually a really nice person.
Yeah.
But then if someone pissed her off, she'd be all like,
No,
"Fuck
fuck you,
everybody,"
man. Yeah.
and shit
It's
like
like
that.
making Glenn the next bachelor. That'd be hilarious. I'm really a nice person. Oh, yeah.
Was he not a nice person?
Oh, he was lovely, but it would be weird because of his just awkwardness in general. Really.
Yeah, totally. Those guys are the if I was on the show, I would have been one of those other guys, the baiters. I would have been the bully beta, but it would have been manipulating him to get off. So then I would
Yeah,
win.
play the
I'll be
game.
playing the
Playing
game.
the game.
I would have to play the game.
Yeah.
I'd be like a little stealth James Bond. Quite jealous that you were James Bond, basically. 'cause
That was pretty cool.
That was cool. That was a good title, The Mole. So that was cool. You guys didn't even know, right?
Nope.
Had no idea. You thought he was there for love,
Yep.
even though he had love before that.
Yep.
No, I was single at the time.
Oh, were you?
I was single at the time. Yeah, no, when they asked me, because I had to be.
Yeah.
They did ask me, are you single? And I said, yes, I am.
Yeah. Okay.
And in between the show being filmed and the show airing, Daryl may have met somebody. And it's been going quite
Brilliant.
well.
Good.
So, yeah,
Good.
But no, awkward when you're going out with someone and you're saying, by the way, funny story.
Yeah.
There's a television show coming up soon that I'm on. The Bachelorette. So that
That's
was
so
a little,
weird.
That was a little weird.
Yeah.
That was awkward. And
Are
she's
you-
like, oh, it's fine. I'm fine with it. But really,
Are you keeping it to... Well, now you're off now, so it doesn't really matter.
I'm off now.
So it doesn't matter. So now you
No.
guys can, do a bit of love in public.
I think it's also people still have a bit of like the intimidation by it as well. That's why people are just like,
Yeah.
you tell them, then it's like, well, I'm a little bit intimidated. I'm not really sure how it's going to work out. And it's like, well, it's just freaking reality TV. It's fine.
Yeah, it's really TV.
No big deal. It's just The Bachelor.
Reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll die down soon as well. Like, what's the lifespan of that
15
fame?
minutes, they say.
15. Wow.
minutes.
Yeah, I think
Well,
it's
in reality,
15
it's-
minutes. I'd probably say as soon as that last episode airs, it's done.
you finish, yeah. Done and
2
dusted.
minutes.
Well, you might get a gig on George FM.
No, I don't know. The only thing I've done with the show is go to the pool party. That's about it.
Oh, yeah,
there
cool.
was a pool party.
You were there.
I was there.
Yeah.
You,
I was
me,
there.
Logan, and
Kurt. Yep.
But wasn't it the Bachelorette pool party? Wasn't it for everyone?
It was something, the ZM pool party.
it was
the
a
ZM.
ZM,
Okay.
ZM pool party.
Are they the sponsor of the show?
They're
like-
TVNZ, so TVNZ,
Right, of
NZME,
course.
and ZM, so all under the
course.
same umbrella, kind
Okay.
of. So they have the so they were hosting all this sort of stuff, and it was all right.
Not many people turn up.
Bag it.
It was
Could have been
fun.
more. Could have been more.
Could be more.
It was
It looked fun.
It was fun.
The KFC. I would have been there for that. You know.
I was there for that in the end.
You were. You
Oh
look
my
great as well. I
God.
loved your little suit.
Oh, cheers, bro.
Yeah,
I love that. My little
The
outfit.
funniest thing was when I got asked if I could take these two ladies around for the tour.
Two
There was
ladies?
two like middle age.
Okay.
Ladies.
Oh, was that those two elderly?
elderly?
You mean
ladies.
elderly, not
Yeah.
middle aged?
Elderly. I'm trying to be nice.
Those two 32.
Oh yeah, good.
And then I'm like, yeah, we'll start. Then I start in like the little just in the main area. I'm telling them like how things are set up. We do the cocktail parties or swimmers in this area, and then Daryl's sitting on the bench that's outside in one of the areas where the guys would sit.
Yeah.
And then one of the girls leans over to me and she's like, that guy over there, was he on the show too? And I'm like, yeah, he was, it's Daryl, he was the mole on the show, he was the inside guy. And then she's like, oh, was he? Yes. You know, like, yeah. And then she's like, you know what I'd like to do? And I was
Oh,
like,
no.
I was like, what's that?
dear.
And she's like, because you had like the straps on, right? Yeah. And then she's like, I'd like to go and cut those straps off them and rip them off and see what's underneath.
Oh dear.
And I was like,
So aggressive.
I was like,
I felt so used. Am I your Christmas present? No, I'm a human being. Yeah, no.
I literally said to her, I was like, "Do you want me to go and give him a heads up for you?" And she's like, "Oh, don't worry." And then we carry on. Halfway up the first flight of stairs, she freaking leans in and says it again.
Really?
Oh wow.
She said it 4 or
wanted
5
it.
times. She really wanted it.
Is she on the gram? Can we have a look at her?
Oh, I've got no idea.
Give that woman some scissors.
I was like, I was just kind of like,
She on the gram.
I was happy to like talk to her and everything, but all she was really doing was ripping on like how bad the drinks were and how she
Oh,
thought
no.
tattoos are disgusting. And I'm
Oh,
like,
negative Nelly.
right.
I'm happy to like talk to you and stuff, but like I don't want to just like stand around the pool and just bitch about random stuff that
That
I'm
old, eh?
indifferent to. So
That
then I
old.
was just kind of like, I'm gonna go over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you might as well be my mother.
I mean, she was thankful I took her for the tour of the mansion. I was happy to do it and everything else, but
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, I want to be a bit more positive and just constantly like,
Yeah.
bitching on stuff.
Yeah.
So,
So what? Who was she? Was she like one of the fund?
She won a I think she was one of the competition.
She was
winners.
Oh, wow.
At the ZM pool party.
Oh, okay.
but she'd never actually watched a show.
What?
So she's one of
Yeah.
those people that just enters into things.
Yeah, well, I think
Oh,
her friend
no.
won it.
Okay, then
for
invited
her.
her.
Oh,
So
she was
she went
taking
with her
one.
friend.
Yeah.
The other friend who I took with watched it kind of like sparingly,
Yeah.
and then her other friend who didn't go on the tour with us,
Yeah.
she watched it more, but I didn't talk to her at all.
Right. Okay. Anyway, that was the pool party. Neat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That was
So there's going to be a few more little events like that, I think, coming up.
There should
Coming up
be.
the way. Yeah.
I reckon that would be. Yeah,
Yeah.
You're going to dinner on Blanc. You're coming to dinner on Blanc as well, aren't you?
I was in the email we got a few days.
Yeah, yeah. We've got an email for that as well.
Yeah, because I saw that and I was like, is this legit? Like,
No, that's it.
I wanna go.
Yeah. No, that's cool. No, because
That's
I
awesome.
gave them the emails. Anyway,
oh, did you? Hey, yeah,
Dinner on Blanc.
hell yeah!
Or wear white.
Am I
Yeah.
coming?
Oh, that was that thing. Yes. Sorry. I'm sorry. I was like,
No, it was a friend of mine,
coming back.
Vinny, over at Campbell & Co. They run an event every year called Dinner en Blanc, which is run parallel with Dinner en Blanc in France. And what you do is you dress up in nothing but white. Nothing can
Oh,
be
I
a
love
colour.
those. Yep.
Yeah. And you jump on a bus and they take you to a secret location.
Yeah, love
and
those.
You bring your own food. They provide the booze. And... yeah, it's just a cool thing to do, I
Yep,
guess. And it's just kind of random. Last year they had it in the middle of Eden Park.
Yep.
And this year, who knows? We won't find out until we get there.
I did it in Sydney. It was weird. I was dating this girl at the time. Didn't really like her that much. It was one of those things. I don't know. She was all right. But yeah, just weird person, very clingy, very business orientated and spiritual. You know, that side of things. And we went to one of
those.
she got me tickets to this thing, but the day before we had a bit of a fight. I was like, I don't know if I would really do this. And then still went to it, had a really good time
Yeah.
without her. But it was a lot of fun. But those parties are great.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah, good
That'd be
times.
cool.
Good
Yeah,
times.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be cool. Righto, let's wrap it up there. Jonathan, it has been an absolute pleasure to have you along. And Omar, thanks for dropping by.
That's
and,
fine. The pizza. Just came for the pizza.
Being the voice of the people.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just came for the pizza. And thanks again. And best of luck with the future. Best luck with everything. And I'll be seeing you at the reunion
You will.
in a few weeks' time.
And maybe in a
And
few
Omar will be
months.
seeing you everywhere. I don't know.
somewhere.
We'll make
talk.
it work.
We'll talk. You
My
talk to
people
my
will talk
people.
to your
Yeah,
people. We'll
whatever.
make it happen.
Yeah, whatever.
Thanks a lot. See you next time.
Thank you.
Cheers.